I wish I had more patience. I feel like I'm always just about to lose it on my kids. This is something I hear from parents almost every day. Hi, I'm Ashley, your Candidly Connected coach, and I support parents who know there has to be a more enjoyable way to parent, but they're feeling like they're stuck in the yelling and the punishments and the reactivity. This video is about that most common struggle, the chronic reactivity. First, let's talk about the feeling of anger. Take a minute and think about what you see when you think about anger. Is it people yelling, shaming, slamming doors, getting physically aggressive? We're conditioned to see anger as bad and scary and that it should be shut down and avoided at all costs. This makes sense. Think about what anger looked like when you were little. Was anger expressed in a scary way? Was it avoided or just brushed under the rug? We have been taught that anger is dangerous. Therefore, we don't listen to it. Therefore, we can't possibly understand it. But here's the thing. Anger doesn't have to be scary. It becomes that way when we continuously shove it deeper and deeper and deeper down, giving it no other option but to come bursting out. Adult tantrums. Anger is actually neutral like all other feelings. It is there to tell you something. It is there to set off an alarm that something in your environment isn't right. Something has crossed your boundaries. There is a need going unmet here. And the aggression that you express from that anger is nothing short of your life force pushing you to do something about it. Make a change. Set a different boundary. Speak up. Once we start to feel safe around anger, to listen to it instead of fear it, we can model for our children that they don't have to fear it either. Because remember, it is when we fear anger that we fight it. So what is it telling you? Why does it feel like we're always just so angry? One of the biggest reasons is time. In our society, we value busyness, getting things done. So we become so busy that we don't remember to check in with ourselves. We don't remember to pause and actually take a breath once in a while. This means that we are living our lives in constant dysregulation, always thinking about the next thing, shallow breathing, constant go, 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 go. So much so that we don't even hear what's going on in our bodies. We don't hear those anger alarms that are telling us to slow down. So we keep going. We keep getting busy. But what's the consequence of always being in this dysregulation? It's always being in fight or flight. Always feeling like you're irritable, like you could snap at any second, or wanting to run away and hide from your family. Because that's the thing about our bodies. That anger alarm is going to be heard one way or another. Our bodies are going to keep getting louder and louder and louder, causing this chronic reactivity, the burnout, the further disconnection from your kids, and then eventually behavior issues with your kids. Our bodies are telling us, hey, your needs aren't being met here. Help me. Another reason we aren't listening to these alarms is what we believe about ourselves. Believing we are not worthy of having our needs met. Believing that everybody else's needs should matter more than ours. Believing that a good parent puts their kids' needs before themselves. These beliefs are deep, and they make total sense when we start to uncover our past. But what is the alternative to putting everybody ahead of you? Chronic reactivity, further disconnection. So what can we do about it? Well, buckle up. Because if chronic reactivity and anger are directly related to your unmet needs, then the obvious answer is to get your needs met, right? And those two words that everybody hates, self-care. Self-care gets a bad rap because we feel like it's just become another thing on our to-do list. And in my opinion, that's because self-care has been heavily marketed by companies, using it as a reason for us to just spend more money. Get a massage because self-care. Book this trip because self-care. Buy this $500 moisturizer because self-care. Okay, maybe I do have a hate on for it too. But I'm not talking about any of that here. The self-care that I'm talking about is simply meeting your needs. In the moments that you feel the most irritable, ask yourself, what am I needing here? Have I eaten today? Have I slept? Have I moved my body or been outside? Have I taken a minute to just take some deep breaths? These needs seem so simple, but go unmet for parents all the time. Another part of this self-care is learning what it is that makes you feel at your best. What are you doing when you feel the most at peace? Is it exercise? Is it music? Is it sitting in absolute silence? And then how can we work that slowly into your daily routine? Yes, we're busy. Yes, we don't need another thing on our to-do list. But like I said, what's the other option? How important is it to you to feel better, to stop snapping at your kids, to start enjoying them? Let me ask you, if your child was sick and had a doctor's appointment, would you move everything in your schedule to make it happen? Would you make sure that that appointment came first? Guess what? Your needs are that important. Your needs being met affects how you show up for your family. It's time to listen to your body and make those needs a priority.